Hey friends,
I'm Steve.
and I'm Angela.
And we are
Midlife Cruising. So we're back in the good old USA.
Yes, we are. On September 11th, 9/11, we flew from Dublin to Boston and overnighted. And then on the 12th, we flew from Boston back here to beautiful Appalachia.
We're in the Appalachian Mountains, or Appalachia if you're local. Yes, he did have me fly on September 11th. We happened to be in row 13. Yeah, I had to talk to him about that just a little bit because I don't fly well.
Hey, but we did have the exit row to ourselves. Matter of fact, we had our row to ourselves and the one next to us to ourselves. By the way, JetBlue.
Yeah, because they know not to fly on the 13th or the
Maybe that was
September 11th in aisle 13. But another story for another day.
By the way, JetBlue, you are amazing. We're not sponsored by them, but brand new plane, all the bells and whistles, Wi-Fi the whole way, and we didn't even have to pay extra for all that stuff. So what a lovely flight that we took.
Yes. So now we're back. We've already in the first 24 hours have done all things America.
Well, what did you do as soon as we got to the airport, got to Boston, and the first thing...
Well, when you're in Boston, you have to go to Dunkin'. That's the home of Dunkin'.
Oh, my goodness.
So we had a coffee from Dunkin'.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And on the way back, driving back, we had to hit a drive-through. So another America thing. We had Chick-fil-A.
Oh, my goodness. It was so good. So good.
And then today, we went to Walmart and Cracker Barrel for lunch. I mean, we are doing all the things America.
We did get to Walmart before noon, so
no,
that was good.
That's always good. It's a little safer. So anyway, we're back, and for how long? We don't know. So yes, we are still 100% in with Villa Vie. You know, it's our dream and our goal and our heart's desire. When we were told we had 7 days, and we had to go. Some people have no problem going, oh, it's just 7 more days. And, you know, our pockets are kind of shallow. So we just had to make a really hard decision. It was devastating to us. We had to leave because we really wanted to be there. We just loved it, getting to know everybody, hanging out with people. But our pocketbooks didn't love it. So we left, and we're just going to wait on the word that she's definitely sailing before we return. And we do understand that some of you are a little freaked out and what are we thinking and all those comments. But you know, from the beginning, we believed in this product. We still believe in this product, and we believe she'll set sail. It's a startup. There's going to be bumps in the road. I mean, what else can we do at this point? We want this to be successful. We want to set sail. So it is what it is.
And so talking about our budget, we were in the United Kingdom and around Europe for 85 days this summer, beginning there on the 27th of May. That's something that we paid for. We didn't go on any sponsored trips. So we took care of ourselves during that time. We had an amazing time in the UK, in Spain, traveling on the high seas up to Greenland and Iceland. But at some point, you have to draw a line in the sand of what your budget will allow. Mm-hmm. And so our budget was tapped out, and this was the best thing for us. Mm-hmm. Other people that are on this journey with us, they have endless pocketbooks. They can stay for another 10 years if they wanted to. And that's great for them. But for our personal story, this is where we are.
Yes, and everybody's been really kind. And you know, one of our favorite things about this whole thing is meeting such great people and friends. We were a little disappointed that one of the people said, well, it's because you're not supporting them and you're leaving. You can't just say 7 more days. Well, according to my pocketbook, I can't. So it has nothing to do with lack of support, because if anybody has watched any amount of our videos or spent any amount of time in our comments, you see how loyal we are to the company. You know, we're not founders. We are simply people who bought a room and want to enjoy this adventure of a lifetime. Yes, you know, we get accused all the time of being so positive, but you know, that's, I think, who we are in life and in all situations. If we're not positive, you know, and full of joy, then what are we, grumpy, or you get negative? And we've just never lived our lives that way, regardless of the situation. So a lot of you who've expressed concern over all these different matters, we do appreciate the concern. I hear you, I see what you're saying, but we are keeping the faith and hanging in there regardless.
Now, we do want to be 100% transparent here. I do get grumpy once in a while. I think she'll admit to that too.
Yes, I'm a little more positive than he is. Let's go with that. But I think his career was a little harder than mine. So
I have a permanent scowl here. So sometimes you try to read my face, but that scowl's...
I told them Botox would probably fix that. We should both go do that. Sorry, don't use that.
Sidetrack, sorry.
Rabbit hole. But anyway, so we're going to hang out here in the good old Appalachian Mountains, visit family and friends, have Steve's regular heart checkup. And no, he's fine, guys. We have a lot of those comments too. We appreciate your concern. He needs to have at least once a year, a little more often is best. Just they have to check the battery life and stuff for his pacemaker, so it's a routine. We were supposed to be on the eastern seaboard sometime in this month anyway, originally, so we planned on September, October, coming to see the doctor either way. He happens to be in Tennessee, so we'll make that trip next week to see the doctor there, just to get his, you know, get his next checkup, but he's fine.
All I needed was a little vitamin D, and Belfast wasn't giving that to us.
Yeah, so we have sea trials coming up again this week. They're going to check off a few more things. It is definitely getting closer. We don't know any specific day, but we're now watching from afar, which is a little hard. So hard to leave. We were so sad. So now we just have to watch the updates via our platform where Villa Vie communicates with us, and in our private chat group on WhatsApp, that Villa Vie, we all just stay connected that way. So we already have FOMO from not being there with our friends, missing them already, but we will be back, and depending on when they go, we hope to make it back for sea trials. If they're not able to give us a few days notice to fly back, we might catch them in the first or second port. We just have to play it all by ear, but we'll still be here. We'll still be giving you videos, and we just thank you so much, guys. So again, as always, we truly appreciate all of your support. Today's video will be about Reykjavik, Iceland. In the month of July, on our second delay, we did a 21-day cruise on the MSC Poesia, and we explored several places, and we haven't had a chance to do the one on Iceland. It was our second time to Iceland, and we happened to do 3 days, 2 nights this time, so we're going to share a little bit of that footage with you next.
And while we were there, we had the perfect summer day, according to all the locals there. Bright sunshine, like 65 degrees, very little wind, and the seas, while we went whale watching, were perfectly calm.
And so thank you so much. We appreciate it. Enjoy Reykjavik, and we'll talk to you more at the end of this video.
Good afternoon, friends. We are here in Reykjavik, Iceland on a beautiful sunny day. Probably the nicest day of the year here. Listen to classic rock and roll and trying craft beer. This one is their craft lager here at the Old Harbor House. Let's give it a shot. Oh, it's got some great complexity. Very easy drinking. I would call it a light beer, but a very, very nice light beer. Lots of flavors, vanilla, a little bit of that banana in there. We're gonna give this one, considering all things today and beautiful sunshine and craft beer, a 9.5. Woohoo! Hey friends!
We are heading out whale watching in Reykjavik. Woohoo!
Yeah, woo.
We're out the 4 last days, as you can see. Now if I say I cannot. With a rainbow and the small tail, so now we dive just gently but not very deeply. Spending so much time in the water. It's just here on the left, very close to the boat. Clock, very close. It's beautiful. Very. And he's diving.
Cheers to that, friends. Well, Reykjavik, you were fun again. It's a beautiful city, great to walk around. Enjoyed whale watching here, that was amazing.
We had 2 nights, 3 days. Yesterday was a beautiful sunny day, which is very rare here, but we had great weather. Today the temperature was the same, but pretty overcast, which is the norm. Yesterday we saw whales.
Dolphins.
Lots of dolphins. We saw a mink whale.
Humpbacks.
Humpbacks.
Today we saw a seal. I think that's, got a little bit of video of that, some pictures.
Puffins, tons of puffins. They're so cute. I had no idea.
They're amazing. It's cold in here.
It is cold now. So we are pulling out of port right now, and tomorrow's a sea day, followed by Kirkwall, Scotland.
Scotland. I hope I can understand the folks there.
Hardest English to understand as a Scottish person.
Well, until then, we'll see you soon.
Adios.
Adios.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our trip through Reykjavik, Iceland. As always, we truly appreciate your support. I love the community we're building. And again, Steve's favorite thing is all the...
Oh my gosh, all the coffee love. You guys are too gracious. We'll put the names above here. We really have a good time sending you guys videos from wherever we might be, whether it was the airport or someplace in Belfast. But thank you, thank you, thank you.
And also we've had some super thanks the last 2 videos, so we'll get caught up with those. Just to give you guys a shout out, because you're the heart and soul of this channel, and as always, we appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button.
ring the bell to get notifications that we drop videos or comments in the community tab.
Yes, and all those things are free. And remember, we also have a Facebook page called Midlife Cruising and an Instagram, all those platforms. So check us out there. I posted a fun picture today. Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.